Roman Reigns to miss Royal Rumble match after major WWE star puts him out of commission? Potential twist explored. Roman Reigns is all set to enter the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match to win the contest and challenge Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship. However, things may not go as planned for the OTC. A major superstar may put him out of commission before the match. The superstar is his cousin, Sikoa. Roman Reigns might think he has finished his story with Solo after beating him for the Ula Fala on Raw last week. However, the Street Champion may have decided he's not done with Roman yet, and he may unleash an attack on him on this week's episode of SmackDown. Solo wasn't seen on SmackDown last week, and only Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga were seen on the Blue brand. It has been announced that Solo will be back at SmackDown this week, and he may attack Roman Reigns upon his return. WWE might later announce that due to severe injury, the former Big Dog will be unable to compete in the Rumble match on February 1st, 2025, in Indianapolis. Following this, Solo might challenge the Tribal Chief to face him at WrestleMania 41 for a final match. This would be a high-stakes match, and Reigns may not just beat Solo this time, but may bring his career to a halt briefly in the promotion. That he may be kicked out of his own group by Jacob Fatu, who is highly rumored to replace Solo as the leader of the faction. Some even feel the Samoan Werewolf has garnered more popularity than even Solo and stands out as the breakout superstar of WWE in the recent past. Once Solo loses the bout to Reigns at WrestleMania 41 for the second time, Fatu may remind Solo of his own words that a loss has consequences. He may remove Solo and position himself as the leader of Bloodline 2.0. Following Solo's removal, Fatu may recruit new members into the faction like Hikuleo and Lance Anoa'i, both of whom are rumored to sign with WWE. Roman Reigns and The Rock's WrestleMania 41 match nowhere in sight. It was highly anticipated that The Rock might turn on Reigns on Raw's debut on Netflix. However, the final boss didn't do so, and instead handed over the Ula Fala to his cousin, and also hugged him. The two were expected to go head-to-head at WrestleMania 41. In what may felt could be The Rock's final match in WWE. The Rock not only turned down the prospect of him clashing with Cody at WrestleMania 41, but also negated any chance of clashing against his cousin, Roman Reigns, at the grandest stage of them all. It was later reported that the final boss hasn't given his dates to WWE for WrestleMania 41, and as such, he is reported not to have any match at the show of shows this year. The Rock may potentially engage in a feud with either Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns for a match at WrestleMania next year. WWE star to put Paul Heyman in precarious position with Roman Reigns in scenario predicted by Hall of Famer. Roman Reigns currently has his sights set on recapturing the Undisputed WWE Championship after retrieving the Ula Fala. Hall of Famer Bully Ray claimed another superstar could stand in the way of the OTC achieving his goal. The wrestling legend proposed a scenario in which the best in the world loses the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber. Meanwhile, Reigns wins the Rumble. As the 46-year-old Raw star dreams of main eventing the show of shows, he would then cash in on the favor Heyman owes him for tagging with the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series Wargamed. Bully Ray claimed Punk could ask the Wiseman to convince Reigns to give up his WrestleMania spot to him. Last week, Roman defeated Solo Sikoa to restore himself as the Tribal Chief. On Friday, the OTC's Wiseman confronted the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes to inform him that Reigns intends to enter and win the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match and challenge him at WrestleMania 41. Speaking on the Busted Open podcast, Bully Ray claimed CM Punk could have another say about that. Could you imagine if Roman wins the Rumble and Roman is going to do exactly what he said and face Cody, and Punk goes to Paul and says, "I need you to talk Roman Reigns out of his match and give it to me"? Holy sh*T. You want to talk about intriguing. Paul Heyman caught in between Roman Reigns and CM Punk right before WrestleMania. Roman wins the match. Could you imagine the look on Paul? Bully Ray said the 53-year-old revealed that he could imagine Heyman's reaction to Punk's request. "I know the look on Paul's face. I know what look Paul would use. Like the 'come on, what are you doing to me over here?' Like when Punk says this is my favor. And you kind of play it up like it's the Godfather asking for his favor back in return," he said. Bully Ray thinks CM Punk has a good chance of winning the 2025 WWE Men's Royal Rumble match. On the same episode of the Busted Open podcast, Bully Ray addressed CM Punk's chances of winning the Men's Royal Rumble match and challenging Cody Rhodes at WWE WrestleMania. The wrestling legend claimed people would want to tune in to watch if the best in the world could beat the American Nightmare and have his WrestleMania moment. Absolutely. Just as much as they will be tuned in to see if John Cena can win 17, they will be tuned in to see if CM Punk, who is beyond the fan favorite right now, can defeat Cody and have his WrestleMania moment. He said several top WWE superstars, including Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Drew McIntyre, have also declared for the Royal Rumble. It would be interesting to see who will emerge victorious. Paul Heyman to cost Roman Reigns the WWE Royal Rumble match this year for a major reason? Exploring the possibility, Paul Heyman opened the latest episode of SmackDown, where he heaped praises on Roman Reigns and declared him as the only tribal chief after Reigns regained his Ula Fala by defeating Solo Sikoa clean on Raw's debut on Netflix in the Tribal Combat match. However, there is a possibility the OTC may soon face a heartbreaking betrayal. The Wiseman also declared that the OTC was now focused on regaining the title that he lost last year at WrestleMania 40. To achieve that, Reigns will be officially entering the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble to earn a title shot. In a shocking turn of events, Paul Heyman could cost Roman Reigns his Royal Rumble match. Later, the Wiseman might reveal that he was forced to cost the OTC the match as he owed a favor to CM Punk, which he asked Heyman to repay by helping him win the Royal Rumble and Main Event Mania. In the process, the Hall of Famer needed to cross Reigns, following this jaw-dropper of a betrayal. The Stanford-based promotion could move forward in the direction of building a massive feud between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Some earlier reports suggested that the creative team leaned towards the idea of booking a major bout between Punk and Reigns at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. With The Rock seemingly out of the picture, the Second City saying it would be a perfect matchup for the original tribal chief. That said, the proposed angle above is speculative at this point. Paul Heyman opens up on preparation for his being booted out of the Bloodline last year. Last year, Paul Heyman was booted out of the new Bloodline by Solo Sikoa and the rest of his heel faction after he denied acknowledging Sikoa as his tribal chief at Madison Square Garden. Paul Heyman got massive praise for his presence during the segment, as he looked naturally depressed and terrified. Recently, while speaking on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast, Heyman opened up about his classic performance and how he prepared for it. He revealed he ate unhealthy food and slept less.